English Grammar, Lesson 10. In Lesson 9, we began to talk about how we make changes to verbs in reported speech. First, we looked at subject-verb agreement. Then, we began to talk about changing verb tenses. We're going to continue talking about verb tenses in this lesson, Lesson 10, and I'll explain exactly how verb tenses change in reported speech. The focus of this lesson will be on one main question: how do verb tenses change in reported speech? Before we talk about how verb tenses change, let's remember when they don't change in reported speech. Think back to Lesson 9. I gave you some guidelines to remember when we don't make changes to verb tenses. Usually they will not change if we are reporting facts or general truths, if there's immediate reporting, if the reporting verb is in the simple present, present perfect, or future tense, and if this is very informal conversation. In all other situations, we're going to change our verb tenses. How do they change? The basic rule is for all your tenses to shift back. So future and present tenses shift to past tenses. Past tense shifts to past perfect. And past perfect doesn't change because there's nowhere for it to shift to. Let's look at some examples together. We'll start with the future and present tenses. I will buy balloons. She said she would buy balloons. Will shifts back to would. I am going to buy balloons. She said she was going to buy balloons. Am going to shifts back to was going to. Let's go on. I bake cakes. She said she baked cakes. The simple present shifts back to the simple past. I am baking a cake. She said she was baking a cake. The present progressive shifts back to past progressive. I have baked many cakes. She said she had baked many cakes. The present perfect shifts back to the past perfect. Now let's look at the past tenses. I wrapped the gifts. She said she had wrapped the gifts. The simple past shifts back to past perfect. I was wrapping the gifts. She said she had been wrapping the gifts. Past progressive shifts back to past perfect progressive. Now let's look at the final two examples. I had wrapped the gifts. She said she had wrapped the gifts. I had been wrapping gifts. She said she had been wrapping the gifts. Past perfect tenses do not change. Remember the basic guideline to shift verb tenses back. Future and present shift to past. Past shifts to past perfect. I think you're ready for our first exercise. Exercise. Listen to what Jennifer said several weeks ago. Report her words. Example. Listen. Today is my daughter's birthday. What's the reported statement? Remember that this was several weeks ago. We changed today to that day. We're going to change the verb is to was. Jennifer said that it was her daughter's birthday that day. Number 1. Listen. She's not home right now. What's the reported statement? Answer. Jennifer said that her daughter wasn't home at the moment. 2. Listen. I went to the store to buy her a present. What's the reported statement? Answer. Jennifer said that she had gone to the store to buy her daughter a present. 3. Listen.
I decided to buy this dollhouse for her.
What's the reported statement? Answer. Jennifer said that she had decided to buy that dollhouse for her daughter. 4. Listen.
I think she'll be very surprised and happy.
What's the reported statement? Answer. Jennifer said that she thought her daughter would be very surprised and happy. There's still more to come on reported speech. In following lessons, I'll talk about reporting with modal verbs, reporting questions, reporting commands, and using other reporting verbs. Additional practice is available at EnglishCafe.com. My username is JenniferESL. There's a follow-up exercise to this lesson and it's now available at EnglishCafe.com. The direct link to that exercise is listed in the video description here on YouTube.
That's all for now. Thanks for watching and happy studies.